Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Thank you for joining me once again for another diary entry. Like I had said, I'm looking to try to get a few more of those 5-star craft essences as well as the new servant there. So coming back in just to try to get those, making things a little bit easier. So let us hop on through and see if we might be able to get her this time. I'm really hoping so. So let's try to get up some more of those craft essences. I assume that this is going to be a little bit of a shorter one there, since we kind of know what we're doing. Not doing, but we're not going to be looking for a whole bunch of stuff there. It just kind of really depends on when she shows up there, and getting more craft essences like this will help with that. Getting jumpers up on those is good. The more MLB copies of them, the less apples that we will need in order to do it. And we got a 3-star. That is going to be good. Ideally, like I said, getting 2 5-star CEs is going to be best. And then we'll also be trying to get up Kashin Koji, who still don't know who she is. Hoping to figure that out as we go on. She seems very quiet, though. It would be great if a lot of these CEs that are non-event would actually be events, so that it could help me out, but, sorry to say that even with event-boosted odds, we are not getting quite as many as we'd hope. There's another 4-star, and this will be doubling up on that one there, since it went so quickly. That's good. Like I said, amazing artwork. Okay, and we're going to be getting in on the servant here. We're looking for Assassin. Okay, and yep, like I thought, Kato Danzo. Kashin Koji might just really want us to go all the way to the very end to try to find it there. Maybe that's because I don't really like lowly servants, so maybe they take that aspect from me and try to bring it back on me, because they did the same with Tiamat there. But I mean, we got stuff like Mao Nobunaga and Nero kind of defy that expectation, but again, nothing in that one there, so that was a womp womp. Terrible roll that didn't even have a 3-star craft essence that we were looking for in it. And starting off with a Uriel, trying to make fun with more fully servants. If they want to give me one of these each roll until we get our stuff, I'm not upset about that. Then we can MLB, we can get it through, and I don't have to look at, all of these old CEs there. Is this doubling up on Codecast? Really? Come on. If you're gonna give me old stuff, at least give me a variety of old stuff there. I don't like it being old stuff, but at the very least, I'm not looking at the same old things over and over and over again. That's never fun. If you're going to show me the same things over and over and over again, give me the rate of CEs at the very least. Oh, no spark. That would have been great. But there's Fuma. Is it going to be Fuma and Danzo, mother and son at the same time? Not even close. And we're going to get a Marie Antoinette instead. I'm sure that she would definitely take care of Fuma Kotaro as a motherly character. Give them plenty of cake that probably never actually did in real life there. But hey, we're getting another servant. Is this one going to be Danzo? And it just delayed it there? Because that's an assassin, and there's Danzo again. So, like I said, while it's nice being able to get the coins to unlock the extra skills for a servant that you don't have a lot of coins for because they're story locked, oh, Theon just decided to spook us there as well. But We also haven't seen any of the 5-star CE pop up either, which is a bit disappointing as well. So, no 5-star CE, no 5-star servant. There we are. That's just like, oh, you know, I heard you complaining. Like, let me give you one of the things that you're looking for. If it could have doubled up, that would have been nice. Okay, but me and a 3-star one, that's good. So 5-star servant and one more 5-star CE. That is what we are looking for. If they could just show up in the same one just to finalize it out, that would be perfect. I don't think Gemstone Shots is going to do it there, my guy. Okay, so Princess and Silks. Get the 5 necessary, not necessary, but the 5 to go through, and then they'll allow me to come idea at the very end to at least get that one there. Cover fire. Oh, they didn't give me everything in very all together there, so. But at the very least, 5-star Craft Essence, we got all of the copies on the ones there. Now we are just looking for a new servant. Okay, we've got gold. We're looking for assassin. But it keeps on being Donzo. My goodness, I despise when the 4-star and the 5-star on the rate up are the exact same class, because at least it's nice knowing, like, if you're gonna get spooked, it's a surprise spook, whereas you have to just continuously expect that you're not getting the servant, and you never get excited about any of the classes that pop up of what you have, because it's like, hey, you're just gonna get the other one. At least we're getting a couple of the 4-star CEs in this. That's nice. 3 of them there. I wish we could have had this more often instead of all of the other non-rate up CEs that we've been getting. Is it going to be 4? No, it's going to be Flowery Paradise with good old Bazet. And we're getting one more. It's not gold, which gives me a little bit more hope. It's an assassin, but it's Donzo. You can hope. You can't hope at all. Useless 4-star CE. And done. You know, like I said, we'll take the Donzo. It's not what we really want. And we did get 3 of the 4-star rate-ups. Why did Jean have to show up? We'll take the 4-star. But why did Jean have to show up there? Again, the 5-star luck is kind of gone because Jean decided to show up. I understand you wanted to show off, you wanted to be there, you wanted to say that you were cool and whatnot there because you're a ruler class servant, but I that's not what I'm looking for right now, Jean. Nothing on that one. We're gonna be left with nothing there. Nothing there. Got a couple more 3-star CEs, but that's not really what we want. Well, what I'll probably end up doing is taking a quick look just to see what the summoning info is, because at some point there we're gonna run into the pity pool there. Okay, so I took a look and it looked like the pity pool was going to be coming up rather soon there, so I thought, hey, why not just fill up with a little bit there just to see if it might be possible within a couple more, as well as, you know, I've got enough of the fragments to be able to pull one extra one beyond that, to do that 180 spark. Nope. But yeah, the biddy pull should be coming up here rather soon, so it wouldn't come up within these, but I thought, hey, you know, why not just give this one a chance? 20, 30, you know, got a whole lot of those there. But again, wish it was the, if we could have gotten enough to get the 5-star CE close to another break spark. It's the same 100 personas. Then we could have potentially limit broken one of the 5-star CEs and equipped enough to give a little bit of a better boost there. Yep, Servant, it's a double-faced assassin. Will this one be our final luck there? No, it just doesn't even want to be any of that there. It's just a spook of a spook. It's not even Kato Danzo. Same colors, black and red, like you'd expect the assassins. There's another 5-star CE. It's hearing, you know, the 5-star CE, but it wants to completely ignore the servant portion of it there. But yeah, with Kashin Koji being as difficult to get as she is, I'm perfectly fine with getting the one copy, especially because they are in the normal gacha, and potentially pull them at some point, because hey, we just saw it with John, like, or 5-star CE. And, you know, if we can get a random Kashin Koji places, it'd be great, because, you know, we're not gonna be trying to go more for her, because it's just not worth it there. Saber, and we're gonna get the gold spin, which I never trust the gold spins there. And there we are, you know, it's a Saber. Suzuka goes in there. Girl, high school girl turning into Miko Shrine Maiden. More 4-star CP, so hopefully that will help us get through the 4-star quick. We'll have this one here, which, like I said, is not pity, but, you know, we're getting a lot closer to it. But it's looking along the lines of we'll probably need to go out to pity to be able to do it. So yeah, and do one more here. I just had a feeling that first one was going to be nothing. I've calculated it out, and if she isn't in here, then I'll take another one of those. Okay.
Kashin Koji と申します。このかりそめの命ある限り、あなたにお仕えいたしましょう。以後よしなに。
Well, it looks like she decided to show up at the very, well, nearly the very last minute there. what I was going to do... Oh, and it looks like she also showed up with the 5-star CE. Well, the 5-star CE might not have been as necessary as getting the 5th one there, or as desirable as getting the 5th one, but I guess they did end up at the same time with each other. But what I was thinking is, hey, you know, I think that based off of the summon history, if I had done 20 tickets there, I would have been able to pull her at pity from the singular once a day pulls by the very end there. But it looks like she decided to show up within those last ones there, so I guess it was perfect along those lines. So, hey, she decided to show up. So took up quite a bit more than I was hoping to, but that is going to be the very end of looking for Kashin Koji. And, you know, I'll see how she works out there, because like I said, I don't know much about her. Looks like her stats are pretty similar. Presence concealment looks very heavily quick based there, so medium chance to inflict a bind. Okay, that must be a new stat there for her for 1 turn. Chance increases and deals powerful special attack damage to bound targets. That special damage increases with overcharge and low chance to inflict death to all enemies. Okay, so it's... Because they just had, during the Halloween event of 2024, another quick-based assassin that hit all enemies. So I guess they're trying to get in a little bit more of multi-target assassins instead of just throwing in more single-target assassins then. Because we do have a lot of those. But it looks like she decided to show up at the very end there. You know, we'll see how things go with her, and you know, I'm hoping that she'll definitely be able to help out with the lottery event here. I mean, if she's good enough there, she might be able to return the events using some of the support setups there. But we'll see. So thanks for joining me in on this particular diary entry. Kashin Koji showing up at the very end. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully you take care of yourself, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. See you later.